And then our HIM students will be brought to this page, or you're going back to BLE.
Of course, here the student can select which school he wants to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So at HIM here, we have this subcategory here, HIM staff support information.
Can I clarify, Michael, the students don't see this category actually because they are logged on as students and not as teachers.
Exactly, that's right. As this section here is not supposed to, well, for the students, we'll have a look on that. You see, as those courses here, they're in gray, that means they are not publicly visible, so they're not accessible for students.
Okay.
Now, here we can see MO701 is the moodelizer course. This is exactly the course with all the content we are talking about today.
So this is today's course basically.
There we go, exactly.
And this is a course that our teams can go back to afterwards and go through and look through and use in order to prepare their own materials. Is that correct?
So you see this course, anybody from academics can go there, can have a look even in September or later on, and you can access the different modules here. You can very easily have a look on those YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things we're doing, I suppose the reason is we're using the camera to show that you can upload to YouTube and then simply put your video onto your own course.
I mean, that is very easily done. For example, I already recorded some demonstrations on a video tape. I uploaded it onto YouTube,
mm-hmm.
and then the only thing you have to do is you put your link here on your course to the YouTube video. Let's have a look how this works.
So all of the team who are in Lausanne today will get a copy of this. They will see all of this afterwards.
Exactly.
Okay.
So any lecturer can go on this course to well, refresh maybe the information he's looking for.
Can I suggest that we go back to section 1 and we look at best tips in practice? Once we do that, then we can stop, take some questions from the floor,
yeah.
and then go back into the course. Is that okay? It's actually in your course. I've moved it in. Yep. And it's in. Here we go. Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. You need to be able to say that very carefully. Just some points that I want to go through with you in terms of our experience of using the courses. Michael, myself, John Daly and one or two others have used Moodle fully for a full semester now with students. We've worked very hard to make sure that we have interactive courses with students, that students are getting on there on a regular basis and using the materials that are in place. We've just included some tips and tricks for you in terms of putting online courses together. Some of the materials or some of the information you might consider putting on the site would include, you know, your grading scales, your rubrics that you can have available for students so they can go on there and see how courses are going to be evaluated. Communication practices are very important. Ultimately, your Moodle course is a communication tool, and the way you use that tool is going to be extremely important. You want students to use it appropriately, you want to be using it appropriately yourself in order to make sure that you maximize the type of communication that happens on the course itself. You should have some sort of technology policy. At the end of the day, if a student cannot log in, what do they do? Who do they talk to? Who do they send an email to? We generally have had our students contact the lecturer first. If the lecturer cannot sort out the problem, it has been going to the moodelizer, and if the moodelizer can't sort out the problem, then it has been going to IT. But we have had very, very few problems with the use of Moodle. You need to sow the seed. You need to create an interest in your course. If you don't create an interest, then people are not going to go there. If you don't create a need to go there, people are not going to go there. If you give all your students handouts, then they're not going to go here. So it is your course, you need to grow it, you need to develop it, and you need the students to see the benefits of using it. Consider putting a welcome email and an announcement together. introduce people to the course, make it sound exciting, tell them the benefits of using this course over the next 18 weeks. Your syllabus will be placed probably on Moodle. We are giving a hard copy of our syllabus to all students in week 1, but we will also place the syllabus online so the students have access to it. Establish a tone of excellence. This isn't a Mickey Mouse type structure or arrangement. This is a fantastic resource that's going to be available to students in class and out of class, so make sure it is seen as such. Nurture the learning community. You will have opportunities, you will have students who will want to give you materials to upload, you will have students who will send you questions, you need to respond to them quickly, you need to gather a sense of the importance of the Moodle course itself. Where possible, I think it's important to give feedback online, give feedback in the course itself, because it brings students back into your course for you. We will have some discussion on discussion boards and different tools that you can use on Moodle. Michael will be going through that in detail, depending on the questions you bring after this section. Treat each student as an individual. That's very important. Just because we're giving them access to materials online doesn't mean that we stop communicating with students. So some students will start to interact very, very quickly with you. It's very important that you can find ways to communicate with them as individuals. Add emotion and belonging. That's what we're trying to do with our video today. We want to try and give you a sense that this isn't some dry exercise just to remove paper from the system. It is something hopefully that you will see as beneficial for yourself. Harvest and plan for the next semester. Your first semester you will learn lots of things that are useful, and you will learn lots of things that are not so useful, so you can start to think about how you're going to create your course for the following semester. You will see when we go through it that it's possible to start adding new sections to your current course, but have them hidden from people so they don't see them. So you don't have to wait until the summer months to get this work done. You can duplicate the course, you can duplicate the content, and then add it and edit it, and basically make it better for the next semester that comes. Solicit feedback from the students. You're going to see that there are great ways of getting feedback from students. So get some feedback on the Moodle course itself, but also get some feedback on content. What is useful about what you've put up there? What would you like more of? Do you want more YouTube videos? Do you want PowerPoint presentations? Do you want links to website pages? Do you want students getting opportunities to give you material to upload onto the site? And that's pretty much it. These are tips and tricks for best practice. We're going to have some discussion with you in the classroom, and we're going to move offline in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to move over now and let Michael have a word with you before we turn off the camera. Thank you.
Well, yes?
No, nothing. We'll turn off soon. Is there any final things you want to say before we turn off the video?
Well, first of all, this course is available to you whenever you want. On the other hand, just to give you an idea, maybe for the other schools, here at HIM we did basic training of Moodle, how to set up a course, how to upload files, how to upload images, so for the basic tasks. So we did this little training twice or even 3 times already, and for example this next Friday we are going to do an advanced training. And of course, as for every training or workshop, at the end of this course participants will receive a diploma certifying them as a CMC, what we call the Certified Moodle Course Creator. There we go. Now you see where you can go with Moodle.